What's up, y'all? It's Mike in the building. It's been a while. I figured I would jam pack a video with a bunch of finance updates. I'm going to go over net worth for February going into March. I'm going to also just briefly go over some updates about other things I have going on. Going to do a check-in on the crypto experiment that me and Eric started in September of last year. You can imagine it's not doing very well right now. Let's see, what else was I going to go over? Goals, and then just some other ideas I have for new spreadsheets that might kind of act as just like a reference for investors that are interested in just kind of getting started. I'll briefly go over that. There's going to be a lot of information in this video, and I'm just going to try and, go through it as quickly as possible. And I'm going to try and remember to do the timestamp. So if there's something that you're just really not that interested in, feel free to skip ahead. I want to thank the new subscribers that I've seen in the past couple months. I think the majority of them were probably for the MTG Arena live play videos, which I plan on doing another one soon. I might even do one immediately after this. I have a really fun mono white deck I've been playing with. It's not a life gain deck. So that's been doing pretty well, surprisingly. I've been kind of having issues lately, so that'll be fun. Let's see. So just to kind of keep everybody in the loop here. So the Sales Report podcast episode 5 is available. That was an interesting one because it was actually Eric was the guest and I was the host. So it's kind of like a different dynamic, a little more of a transparent look, even further than normal, into kind of like the podcast itself and what Eric has going on in his background. I think it helps people understand a little bit more of like what the podcast, its purpose is, and why our approach is the way it is. Then we've got episode 6 and 7 in the bank. We just have to edit and release them. We just did number 7 yesterday. It was a lot of fun. It was the first time we went mobile and brought our setup elsewhere, and it was a lot more painless than I expected, and just fun. It was just a nice change of scenery, and our guest was very hospitable. We actually ended up going to his house, which was really cool. We're planning on, and we talk about this in the episode, when that comes out, you'll hear a little bit more about this, but we want to overhaul the graphics and the background elements, the whole channel, after probably around episode 10, just to give it a better look. Talk briefly about that. A buddy of mine, Javi, is really getting into music theory, and we've been talking and chatting a little bit more about that lately. And I want to try and start getting back into the music theory lessons thing and just release one every once in a while, when I come up with ideas. So I'm going to try and put something together for him and just for anyone interested in general. That'll be up on the channel sometime. I'm going to do another Rolling Stone Top 500 video. I gotta knock some of those out and get down to the good stuff. I think I'm in the 300s right now. The beard, I got the beard going on because of two big goals that I have for 2022. I don't know if I've mentioned that before. One goal is to purchase a second property this year, and the other is to release the new Euphony Machine album. So I'm growing my beard until I reach one of those goals. So that's why I look terrible. And then we're going to go over the net worth and goal stuff, and I'm going to get into that right now. So I'm just going to get rid of this now. I just needed that to remember everything. So hopping into the net worth spreadsheet now. If you haven't watched any of the other net worth videos I've done, I like to use my net worth just as kind of like a tool to gauge my progress financially. And it's been pretty helpful. The volatility in the market, especially from January to February, really affected the final number. So we could probably look at that real quick. So last month, I did it on January 1st. Oh no, that was the first number. I'm sorry. I don't actually know what date I did this. The 29th. So I lost 8 grand. I think that's what I made the thumbnail. So I was down 3%. So I don't think I'm going to be down as much this month. But I think I'm probably still going to be negative. Make sure I got all that correct. So this was actually 129. Where that number came from. Okay, so I've got all this stuff italicized that I'm going to be adding in here. Everything else kind of doesn't really apply to me specifically. I pulled most of the numbers already, just because I don't really feel comfortable like opening my bank account stuff on screen. So this number, let's see, I'm gonna roll through these. So I don't keep a lot of money in my bank accounts. Right, like I just paid my mortgage, so that's obviously a big chunk. And then anything extra, I just invest. So I'm usually like living paycheck to paycheck, essentially. I did actually just have an appraisal done. I'm not going to put Zestimate. I'm going to put appraisal on my property, and that was 165. It was actually a little higher. That might make a huge difference, actually, because I believe I had it at 160 before. Yeah. So that might actually change a lot. These pretty much stay the same. I haven't purchased anything. I haven't made any large purchases as far as personal property, and nothing has changed with my car. Stocks I have up here 71, 91, 62. Crypto, I have my spreadsheet that keeps track 290541. Whoa, that would be nice. Fidelity, I think I have up. It might have signed me out. No, 96, 646. I don't remember this. Too. I wonder what that was before. It's basically the same. Funny. Okay, so total assets, we've got 281,764.19. I have one mortgage, which might change soon. Oh, I didn't pull that. Okay, I pulled that earlier. Yeah, I didn't want to pull that up on screen either. 67,111.23. That's all the debt I have. I don't think I have anything on my credit card. I got gas. It's irrelevant, but I'll pop it in here. It was like 42.11 was how much I just spent on gas. Try to fill up now before it gets crazy. I should probably add that to the never mind. All right, so let's see. Total liabilities. Yep. All right. So 214 compared to 209 last time. So I'm actually up $4,000, about 2.29%. So I really believe that difference just came from the appraisal number as opposed to the Zestimate for my primary residence. Otherwise, I pretty much would have been stagnant, which is kind of what I expected. So that value didn't really occur this month. You know what I mean? It's not like actual value. It was kind of there the whole time. So this growth is probably closer to zero, realistically, but I'll take it. So yeah, that's the net worth update. I guess I'll link these, all the spreadsheets I reference in this video in case anybody wants to tinker with their own numbers and kind of see where they're at. I think I mentioned in the first net worth video I did, don't worry if your net worth is, close to zero or negative. I think a lot of people our age are probably still negative because of student loan debt and all of those things, car loans. Just focus on the progress. Don't focus so much on the actual number because it's at this stage I feel like it's not incredibly relevant. It's more the change. So we no longer need this stuff. I'm gonna exit out of that. I'll keep net worth up in case we want to reference it for something. So here we go with the random crypto experiment that me and Eric were doing. I think that's what we were calling it. So I'm down. This might be a little different than what I inputted in the checkpoints thing. So if it's different, it's just because it's like 15-20 minutes ago. I'm down 42%. Eric's down 41%. He's always beating me by a little bit, but yeah, really brutal numbers. But these are like your small cap cryptos, so they're going to be super volatile compared to other assets. So, whoop. Wow, we haven't done an update in a while. What is this? So 9, 3, so it's like 5 months ish. We started in September 21. I don't know if that's right. Let me know if I'm totally wrong. It's something like that. So we tracked our returns against a couple of different markets and things like that. So we were comparing to Bitcoin, the crypto market overall, the S&P, Dow, Nasdaq, ARK, K, Coinbase, and Comcast, because that's what I sold to do the experiment. So I'm always kind of curious. Right now I'm doing worse. So let's see. Since September 2nd, 2021, Bitcoin is down 17%. The entire crypto market is down 18%. S&P down 4, Dow down 4, almost 5, Nasdaq down 10.8, ARK-K down 43.8%. ARK-K is the only one that has performed worse than us, which is kind of crazy to me. I remember kind of buying into the hype a little bit. I got lucky with it because it was still going up when I was buying, and I feel like it was volatile. It went down a little bit from my cost basis and then shot back up, and then I sold just to kind of get out of it. I think in the long run, ARK-K could be really good, but it's just so painful right now, like especially now. So when we started this, it was at 124. Now it's at 70. It's the only metric that both me and Eric and our average beat. Coinbase is down 29% since September 21, and Comcast is down 24%. So a couple of reasons why things are the way they are. I mean, this stuff has been down for months. I mean, since our last check-in, we were positive, and I think shortly after that, we started going into the negative, and then we never saw positive again. So recent catalysts and upcoming catalysts include the Russian invasion of Ukraine, the Federal Reserve's response to inflation and geopolitical tension. So the Federal Reserve was kind of on pace to start tightening and raising rates. This is just my understanding of it. Forgive me if you know, take everything I say with a grain of salt, because a lot of it is just what I hear, and I try to learn things from multiple sources, but I could certainly get them wrong. So the thought was the Federal Reserve was going to try and combat inflation with a 0.5% rate hike in March. And then the invasion of Ukraine happened, and now people are thinking maybe the Federal Reserve is not going to be as hawkish, and they're going to do like a 0.25% rate hike. And this affects basically the cost to borrow money. So you could see slowing in the GDP and companies' margins maybe shrinking a little bit with higher rates. And it also affects mortgage rates, which I've been eyeing up because I want to purchase that second property. So I've been trying to keep an eye on this. They started going up, I guess, right around here, like right at the beginning of the year. And then this is, I think, where actually it looks like it went down. I guess that was like in the beginning of the talks, or like when Russia moved, like mobilized. I think that might have been where that was, or that could have been unrelated. I'm not sure actually, where that little like plateau, like where it's slowly starting to go down. But yeah, I think the Fed dictates a lot of what's going on. Definitely the geopolitical tensions there. Been hearing other things about other countries doing things I'm not really 100% on, so I don't really want to speak on them. And then upcoming catalysts include the February jobs report that's being released Friday, March 4th. I think it's usually in the morning, like around 8:30, I think. And same deal for the CPI report that's coming out February. The February CPI report's coming out Thursday, March 10th. That's definitely something you want to look at because the Fed is definitely going to be looking at that, and they're going to be having a meeting the 15th and the 16th. I think they speak on the second day, kind of about what they talk about. And we'll probably, I think the thought is we'll probably hear that they're going to be raising rates on the 16th. And it's likely going to be a 0.25% rate hike. That's what the consensus seems like. So that is the random selection strategy in cryptocurrency assets that me and Eric have been doing. Just a little update on that. Let's see. I guess I'll talk briefly on this because it kind of touches on the catalysts. This is a spreadsheet I'm working on right now, and I'm just kind of adding to it as I like find new things. So it's basically a resource sheet where you can, especially if you're new, to kind of just learn some of the like jargon or like learn about places that you can get information. So there's not a lot here now, but I intend to just keep adding to this. I might wait until I include this in the description because there's not really a lot there, and you can see what's there now if you're interested in looking at into any of this stuff. If you're not familiar with it, you just take like a screenshot of this or something. Like I said, there's not really a lot on it right now, but let's see. So goals. I didn't actually start doing my March goals, so I might wait. I might maybe do a separate video. But I guess I did kind of want to go over. Maybe I'll go over my February goals. So let's see. I got an appraisal on the property done. This is kind of working backwards from the big purchase second property. I wanted to get the appraisal, and that was a quarterly goal, and I wanted to try and get it done this month. So that was completed, and it's paid off. I wanted to just read a book a month. I did that. Added more subscribers than I anticipated, which is awesome. Thank you guys, the new subscribers. And if you're not subscribed, please check it out. I try to put out an array of content, so there should be something that's somewhat interesting. This is the short story that the album's based on. I haven't really worked on it. I edited a couple things, but I might try and write some of that today just to achieve this goal. I kept it really open-ended, but I gotta finish that. We did complete a song for the album, me and Mark. It's gonna be coming out probably in the summer, I'm thinking. I want to reglaze the bathroom again. We chipped it up when we were working around, and I just need to do that. I've been trying to do abs and push-ups again every day, and just trying to do it more often each time. That'll probably be a goal in March. And increase net worth by 2,500, which I think I did actually, sort of. I mean, it's definitely higher according to the spreadsheet, so I'm gonna cross that off. And I guess I'll put the new value there. I don't know if I can do this like this. Probably not. 214,610. Ah. Cool. Yeah, so I gotta order this stuff. I didn't achieve that. I don't have the money for that right now. So yeah, I'll probably maybe I'll push that into March. Come up with them off camera. I'm not gonna try and come up with them on here. It'd be very boring to watch. Let's see. So we use this stuff. Talked briefly about the mortgage rates. Oh yeah, the books. I wanted to go over the books. So that's a quarterly goal. I wanted to read 3 books. I hit that already. It's been great. Like trying to watch less TV and just read more. Also recently deactivated all my Instagram and my Twitter just for a little break. I like to do that when I'm working on music, like on a serious project, and then come back and just like promote the heck out of it, and not be distracted. So yeah, if I'm missing on Twitter and Instagram, I'll be back. So these are the books that I read, just to kind of talk about something other than finance. Well, there's a little finance in here, but my parents got me this for Christmas. It was a very fun read if you like the Beatles. Paul McCartney just talks about like the background behind like some of the lyrics and his process for writing and stuff. Very interesting. I just finished this book, Tax Free Wealth. It's written by CPA in the Rich Dad Advisors kind of community. Very interesting if you are currently or looking to become a business owner, or if you're just like an investor. There's a lot of really interesting tax strategies in there and just like approaches to tax. And then I'm currently reading a short sci-fi book that I might have heard about before. But yeah, it's a fun read, and it's pretty short. So that's what I'm working on now. I think that's it for right now. I might come back with a goals video on what I'm doing in March. Maybe not. But I'm definitely going to try and work on some of those other things. Music stuff and some MTG arena content. So yeah, reach out to me if you think this was helpful or if you have questions. If there's something you don't happen to particularly like about my videos, let me know. Maybe I can work on some of that stuff. But yeah, until next time, I hope you guys are doing well. Take care.